Why aren't you making money on Amazon? And I'm not just talking about being a dad and getting distracted. My name is Stephen Pope. I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy. And in this video, I'm going to give you the top 5 reasons why you're not making money on Amazon. The first reason is because you went out of stock. That is the most common reason. And let's be real, the number one rule on Amazon is don't go out of stock. And the second rule is kind of like the first, never go out of stock. If you go out of stock, your keyword rankings go down. Even when you replenish and come back in 2, 6, 8 weeks later, it just has a really bad impact. The second reason you're not making money on Amazon is because your pricing is too high. Now, I get it. I've been talking about 25% inflation for well over a year. Government printed quantitative easing, 40% of our money supply. You're going to have to raise your prices this year. But nonetheless, if you're not making sales today, you could fix that by lowering your price, getting some velocity in the door so that your sales replenish your keyword rankings and then slowly move your sales back up. Here's an example when pricing was raised and the sales just went off a cliff. I mean, just totally dead here. So when I sold it at $19.98 here, I was in the top 50,000 of all of home and goods, which is great, fantastic, super happy with that. Then we raised it to 25 because we were trying to make a margin, and then boom, all of a sudden I'm in the top 400,000. I mean, check out the back end sales on this. Only 16 sales in the last 7 days versus 200 in the prior 30. Just went straight off a cliff. Here you can see like when we've been playing with the price, trying to go back and forth here and trying to see like how, I'll move my video out of the way. So you could see here like just us trying to go back and forth and see what we could do, and had been doing much better here. But we topped out at around 26 orders in one specific day. This was on the 4th of May. And, there might have been a little bit of Mother's Day thing going on here. Not completely sure. But just we're going to have to lower the price back down to under 20. The market just clearly won't bear the $25 price point, and that's very, very challenging. So that's the second reason of why. Another reason could be that the competition is just really super high. So that's reason number 3. You've got to keep the mic down. Come on, Adam. Help me out, hype man. All right, so Sage Smudge Kit, we just took search for that in Amazon. We looked at the search results. Here we go. Price ranges are all the way from $19 up to the $25 that I've been trying. But you can see by and large, there's just so many more options right at that $20 price point, and the market just simply can't bear it, even though that there are some at the $24.77. And as we scroll down, there's a lot of options, $20, $20, $26 right there. Down and down we go. There's even some $15 options. So that's why high competition can be a problem, and you need to be on the lookout for that. Reason number 4, though, is bad product reviews or not enough of them. Now, in the case of my particular philosophy of selling, I don't actually think you need reviews to sell products on Amazon. So I do, however, know that once you have that first product review, the listing does significantly better, typically doubles the conversion rate. Right around review number 20 to 25, you'll get another effect, but then there really is no difference between 26 reviews and 99. You get another baseline at 100, and then the next one's not till like 500 or 1,000, and it's pretty marginal from there. So you don't need quantity really, other than get the first ones in the door. But if your product reviews is under that 4.5 star rating here, and it rounds down to 4, that will be problematic. The average review on Amazon is 4.3. You use Vine, it gets to 4.1, and that can affect your sales quite a bit. So keep that in mind. Look at some of the reviews you're getting. See if there's anything you can particularly find out in the reviews. Look at the 1-star reviews and see what people are saying, and see if you can sell into those objections. The other thing you can do is you can look at your competitors' products as well and see what they're doing and sell into their objections. So one of the most common ones I talk about on my podcast is yoga mats. Now, I'm definitely not recommending you try and break into yoga mats, but if you were going to do it, there's 2 or 3 things that most people say in the negative reviews of yoga mats. Number 1, they stink. Number 2, quality. And number 3, they're slippery. And if you looked at the negative reviews on these yoga mats and then said, hey, I'm going to fix this, I'm going to go in there and change this around and make a higher quality product that doesn't stink, that doesn't slip, and doesn't break apart, that's how you can make a really good product, is by selling into the objections of what your competitors are having a challenge with. Finally, our number 5 reason is seasonality. I sell a lot of seasonal products. And I have many products that do really well during Mother's Day. We'll go over to my store here and look at one of them. This particular product, $144,000 when I first launched this last Mother's Day in 2021. This year it did $65,000. And all right, Adam's saying we're almost done here. And in any case, very seasonal product. This product does not do well year-round. You can see here I'm now back in the top 50,000 of sales rank. But at the heyday, right around Mother's Day, I get into the top 2,000 in all of beauty. And that's a pretty incredible BSR score when you think about it. So seasonality can be a thing. Obviously, certain products you can actually track the seasonality. If you're going to look at a keyword's history, you can pull up a tool such as Cerebro out of Helium 10, and you can look at the volume of that keyword over time. One of the keywords, for example, if we just look at sort this by highest search volume, we could look at Mother's Day gifts, which is probably a bad example, but gifts for mom, here's a good example, and I'll show you why. If you look at the search volume trend, change this to all time, you can see that the biggest hits, there's a big hit right around Mother's Day 2019, but an even bigger hit around December. So if you're trying to gauge like what your seasonality is, you can look at the search volume trends like this and say, hey, I know I'm going to get a bump on Mother's Day, but I'm going to get an even bigger bump when it comes to Christmas by 4x. And you can see that right here, same thing, 2021, 250 search thousand volume, and then 3 million when it comes to Christmas. So those are my tips. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give me a like for having my baby during this video. I don't think babies do very well with my particular target audience, but if you want to prove me wrong, hit that like button and let me know. Thanks so much.